Hello, everyone. This is Malu Gonzalez in the system office. I see that we have our committee members present. So with that, I'll turn the call over to Regent Lee, who will be chairing this meeting.
Thank you, Malu. Good afternoon. This is Regent Stephen Lee, and welcome to the Telephonic Academic and Health Affairs Committee meeting for Monday, July the 29th, 2024. I'm pinch hitting today for Regent Gordy as chair, and since he was unable to make the call. For the record, the time is 2 o'clock on the button. This meeting has been duly posted with the Secretary of State as required by open meetings law. Please note the audio of this meeting is being broadcast live. Before we take roll call, I'd like to remind everyone to please mute your phones unless you are speaking or have a question. Malu, let's begin with a roll call with regents and then move on to system office reps and then move on to component reps.
Thank you, Regent Lee, and I see that you're present. Regent Faskey?
Here.
Thank you. Regent Flores? I see that he's here.
I'm here. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you, Regent Flores. Student Regent Discon?
Here.
Thank you. And do we have any other regents on the call? Right, thank you. Moving to our system staff, Chancellor McCall. He may be joining us in a minute. Vice Chancellor Hayek.
Here.
Nelly Herrera.
Here.
Daniel Harper. CRT's on Zoom. Mike Winmute.
Here.
Carol Fox.
Here.
Thank you. Derek Alexander.
Here.
Do we have any other system staff on the call? Great, thank you. Moving to our institutions and beginning with Lamar University.
Ivy Taylor. Brett Welch, Acting Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs. And that's all for Lamar.
Thank you. Sam Houston.
Elisa White.
Mike Stevenson, Chad Hargrave, Jacob Chandler,
McCarty Johnson.
Thank you. Saul Ross.
Carlos Hernandez.
Bernie Cantons.
Thank you. Texas State.
Pranesh Ashwat.
Eric Algo.
Thank you. Moving on to LIT.
Sid Valentine and Angela Hill.
Wonderful, thank you. Lamar State College Orange.
Wendy Elmore and Tom Johnson.
Thank you. And Lamar State College Port Arthur.
Betty Renard and Pam Millsap.
Thank you. Did I miss anyone? All right, that concludes roll call. I'll go ahead and turn it to Chair Lee.
Thank you so much, Malu. I'd also like to note that Dr. Hayek and I had a chance to briefly review the agenda items, and so at this time, I'll turn the meeting over to John, who will present the Academic and Health Affairs Committee agenda items for your review.
Great, thank you, Regent Lee. Good afternoon, everyone. The first item, we'll just jump right in. 3A is a Sam Houston State University item, new college creation of a new polytechnic college. President White, would you like to speak to this one?
Yes, thank you so much. So we're in a unique position because of an activity that was taken on by the university in the 1940s. In the 1940s, the 50th legislature in Texas established the Josie School of Vocational Education. It was established to prepare working age adults and veterans for workforce needs, to meet workforce needs in post-World War II. Today, we're in a similar situation because of strong economic growth, retraction of the workforce after COVID, and then, of course, rapid technological advances. They're contributing to major shortages of skilled workers in several industry sectors. So we want to respond to the state's needs and to the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board's call of awarding more credentials at the post-secondary level that align with skills needed to drive the Texas economy. So we're asking for authorization to reinstitute the Josie School under the name Sam Houston State University Polytechnic College. The college would allow us to address learning loss evident in students whose K-12 educational experience was negatively impacted by the pandemic. It would allow us to collaborate with industry, not only to address just their current workforce needs, but through research help them better anticipate and be ready to meet their future needs, and then provide pathways to help certificate earners matriculate into the four-year programs. And of course, there has to be a strong research and development solution and participation, because we are an R2 research institution. We have a robust research and development agenda focused on applied and relevant research aligned with current and emerging industry needs. And so this would be resulting in research on innovative training and learning, lab to market solutions, and then other discipline-specific research programs throughout the university, all of which can impact Texas economy.
Thank
I'm
you so
happy to
much,
answer any
Dr.
questions.
Any questions from the members on the board? Do committee members agree to move the item to the full board? Regent Foskey,
Yes.
Regent Flores,
Yes.
thank you. Dr. Hike, next item.
Great, thank you very much. The next, actually 5 items, if it's okay with you, Chair Lee, maybe we'll just have Sol Ross move through each one of them, since they're very similar in terms of the adding new embedded associate's degrees. So 3B, 3C, 3D, 3E, and 3F. President Hernandez.
Thank you, Dr. Hayek. I'll ask Dr. Cantis to please lay these items out for the board's consideration.
Thank you, Dr. Hernandez. So I will take all 5 items together to save some time. So an embedded associate's degree is an associate degree that is wholly embedded in an existing or proposed bachelor's degree. The function of an embedded associate's degree is similar to other credentials embedded in degree programs, such as a master's degree and the doctoral programs. We're requesting permission to approve 5 new embedded associates in animal science, computer science, geology, mathematics, natural resource management. The embedded associate's degree is designed to offer an off-ramp for students previously or currently enrolled in a bachelor's degree program who stop out or need to discontinue their baccalaureate education. The embedded associates provides another mechanism to award students a credential, even though they have not yet been able to complete a bachelor's degree. The Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board recommends that institutions review degree programs data and identify which program students are most likely to stop out, with a high number of semester credit hours and no degree. We've based our data on 5 years of stop outs. Thank you. If you have any questions?
Any questions from the regents? Do committee members agree to move these items in aggregate to the full board? Regent Foskey,
Yes. Sorry.
Regent Flores,
Yes.
thank you. Dr. Hyatt?
Great, thank you very much. Next item is 3G, the approval of updated 2025-29 strategic plan at Lamar State College Orange. President Johnson.
Yes, this is an exciting time at LSCO as we unveil our 25 through 29 strategic plan, revised vision statement, and core values for your consideration. During next week's Board of Regent meeting, I will share our renewed and deliberate focus on excellence, opportunity, partnership, adaptability, and development. It will be through these core values that LSCO will continue to transform lives. So pending the Texas State University System Board of Regents review next week, the proposed strategic plan, if passed, would take effect on September 1st, 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Looking forward to hearing it. Do committee members agree to move the item to the full board? Regent Foskey,
Yes.
Regent Flores,
Yes.
thank you so much. Thank you. Next item, Dr. Hayek.
Great. Next action item, final action item is Lamar State College Port Arthur, the creation of a new Associate of Applied Science degree and Level 1 certificate in mechanical maintenance. President Renard.
I'm-
think, oh, there you are.
Yeah, thank
President
you. Dr.
Bernard.
Millsap is going to present.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Bernard. Yes, we have a new proposal to create a new Associate of Applied Science degree with a level 1 certificate in mechanical maintenance. And this came about at the request of several industry representatives who approached us and asked us to provide this program. And wanted their hires, our graduates, to have the skills necessary to install, maintain, repair, and troubleshoot a variety of machinery types, including pumps, compressors, and so forth. And so this degree is designed to have a stackable level 1 certificate. The first 30 hours or the first 2 semesters, if you will, form the level 1 certificate. And after that, in the remaining 30 hours of the 60-hour associate degree, the students will branch off into one of 2 tracks, either as a millwright or as a machinist. So below the first 30 hours, or rather the first 2 semesters, first you will see the second year fall and the second year spring coursework to have a degree as a millwright. And the second plan presented, the first 2 semesters are identical to those of the previous plan, but in the second half, that second fall and the second spring, the coursework is focused on helping them achieve skills as a machinist. So altogether, it's a mechanical maintenance associate degree with the same 30 hours to start, which earns a level 1 certificate. And then the student will choose to branch off either into millwright or machinist. Are there any questions about that?
Fantastic. Sounds like a great program. Regents, any questions from you? Do committee members agree to move the item to the full board? Regent Foskey?
Yes.
Regent Flores?
Yes.
You as well. Thank you. And I think now we'll move on to the consent agenda.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Dr. Heck, you want to review the consent? We'll review the consent agenda items in full before making a motion to move those to the board.
Right, yes, that is correct, Regent Lee. And so we'll just kind of move on into the consent. First 3 items are Lemoore University. President Taylor?
Jaime Taylor here. I'm going to let interim provost Brett Welch go over those. So, Vice Chancellor Hayek, are we looking at the addition of the undergraduate certificate in banking credit analysis? I'm on the right list. I just want to make sure before I start, I'm looking at the right thing.
Yes. If you can just kind of go through a 3J to start and then move on to 3K and 3L, and then we'll ask the committee members if they have any collective questions on any of those before moving to Sam Houston. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Gotcha. Thank you. Yeah. So undergraduate certificate in banking and credit analysis. We're proposing an 18-hour undergraduate certificate in banking and credit analysis to be located in our School of Accounting and Finance within the College of Business. It will be offered in person and online. This embedded certificate will allow our undergraduate finance majors to simultaneously earn the certificate along with their Bachelor in Business Administration and Finance degree. Justification, a number of our past graduates are currently working in the banking industry. Most of them appear to be advancing into middle management within 5 to 7 years of graduating. This embedded certificate program will make our graduates even more attractive to these financial institutions. Local banks have indicated a willingness, to provide paid internships for some of our students prior to graduation. Second item is changes to the BA in American Sign Language. Deaf Studies and Deaf Education Department proposes a new track in General American Sign Language and updates to our teacher certification and interpretation tracks. In the BA in American Sign Language, the revisions to the degree plan, this will allow the students to complete their ASL 1 through 6 within the first 3 semesters of their degree program. And those degree plans are listed in the book. And finally, program modification for a Master of Science in Hospitality and Leadership, changing that name to Master of Science in Hospitality Management. The number of hours in this program will also be reduced from 36 to 30. This new name better aligns the field of hospitality within most recent market analysis, and the reduction from 36 hours to 30 hours will allow the degree to be completed in a timelier manner while still entering the hospitality field with marketable skills. Thank you.
Any questions
Yeah.
from the regions?
John?
Great, doesn't appear to be any questions, so we'll move on to 3M through 3P, which are Sam Houston State University items. President White or Dr. Stevenson?
Thank you, Vice Chancellor Hayek. The first item is an addition of an undergraduate certificate in occupational health and safety technology. It's a proposed 16 semester credit hour online undergraduate certificate in occupational health and safety technology that combines theoretical knowledge with practical application to serve manufacturing, construction, oil and gas, healthcare, and energy and utilities industry demands. We see an expectation of growth of 18.3% in target occupations over the next decade. The second consent item is a change in program delivery for our Bachelor of Science in Engineering Technology. We are requesting to offer the BS in Engineering Technology 100% online. This will help accommodate many prospective students who are working professionals. The third item is a degree program title change. The Bachelor's in Business Administration, currently called the General Business Administration degree. We're revising the title or proposing the revision to be a Bachelor's of Business Administration with a major in Business Administration, only dropping the name General from the name. And the final is a semester credit hour change. The requests approval to decrease semester credit hours in the PhD in Digital and Cyber Forensics from 85 to 74 semester credit hours. That would be effective fall of 25. This will help improve recruitment, expedite student graduation, streamline curriculum, and better align with most cyber forensic science doctoral programs across the country. And I would be happy to take any questions.
Regents, any questions? Dr. Hayek?
Great, thank you very much. If no questions, we'll move on to 3Q and 3R, which are Texas State University items. Dr. Oswald.
Thank you, Dr. Hayek. There are three items that I want to bring forward for consideration. The first one is changing the name of the Department of Theater and Dance to the School of Theater, Dance, and Film. The department has expanded its academic programs, recently adding a terminal degree in MFA, and we are also in the process of creating a new BFA in film. The college has expanded consistently over the last 10 years, and we are seeing a significant interest in many of our programs. So a natural progression of this department is to become a school of theater, dance, and film. The second item under consideration is new guidelines for admissions to the undergraduate degree programs in the Ingram School of Engineering and the Department of Computer Science. We have recognized that a lot of the students who come into Texas State University are not always well prepared to enter engineering or computer science. So we are looking to introduce a pre-qualification test that will then place the students in Math 2471, which is calculus in the initial semester of enrollments. And this will help in essentially ensuring student success by placing students in the right prerequisites and moving them on into the undergraduate program. The third topic that I want to bring for consideration is out-of-state and out-of-country study programs. We have 5 programs that we are putting forth for consideration in Paris, as well as in Vietnam and Singapore over the next year. And that concludes the 3 topics from Texas State University.
Right, thank you, Dr. Oswald. Regionally, Pranesh just added their out-of-state description at the end. But so we have one final consent item from LIT, which is a revision of Associate of Science in Engineering. President Valentine or Dr. Hill?
Thank you, Dr. Hayek. I'll let Dr. Hill answer this, please.
Thank you, Dr. Valentine. LIT is revising the Associate of Science in Engineering degree curriculum to deliver a solid foundation in engineering principles and technical skills. This revision will prepare our graduates for entry-level roles in diverse industries or for advanced engineering studies. The updated degree plan includes introductory engineering courses that encompass a variety of engineering principles and introduce students to different specializations. Also, with this being a transferable degree, this revision will facilitate the upper level math and science courses being taught at a university. I will gladly answer any questions that you may have at this time.
Regents, any questions? Regents, any questions on any of the aforementioned consent agenda items? Hearing no questions, do committee members agree to move the consent items forward to the full board? Regent Foskey?
Yes.
Regent Flores?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. I do as well. Thank you to everyone for calling in. Unless there's any further discussion, this concludes our telephone meeting today. I look forward to seeing you all next week in Austin for our board meetings. For the record, the time now is 2:21. Thank you, and you'll have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.